record.
Yeah. Well, this right here in the lens,
Yeah.
like not the monitor, but the lens.
Right.
That's who you're talking to.
Okay.
That's a person's face.
Nice.
That's the way you look at it. Like that little lens, like you need to focus on that. Like, hey, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up?
All right. Well, guys, welcome to Kathy and Susie's Kids. I'm Jordan, and Matthew is in Disney. And we're here with not only Randy Richardson, Power Marks, top producer / Christian Motorsports founder. Sorry, Ronnie. But anyways, what's up, Randy?
What's happening, man? How are you, sir?
How's it been going?
Been going good. Been going really good.
So we've been friends since I was 14.
And funny that you bring up Christian Motorsports. I told you I had a little surprise earlier.
I want to see it.
Here we
what
go.
you got? See, Christian Motorsports is when I was growing up, I was big into Honda cars. Ooh, dude!
Christian Motorsports.
Show that to the camera. Show the like seriously. That's how I met Randy. Like back in the day, we were in Southern Performance, Christian Motorsports.
Man, yeah.
We were all about cars, and we'd hang out at Treasure Bay Parking Lot, Rice Pavilion. There was several places we would just kick it. And
Treasure Bay parking lot, Rice Pavilion,
Yeah.
Courthouse Road at the Subway,
yeah,
Steinmart.
can I have that?
No,
Oh,
the
come
only
on.
one I got left.
Oh man, kind of want to hang on the wall. You just want to show it to me. That was a tease. But anyways,
I told you I had something good though.
No, but you need to keep like that's one of the things like, when we do the pink dress run, me and John.
Yep.
Like if you look over there, I've been wearing it, but it's downstairs. But normally I have the dress framed
Right.
as a reminder of like,
This is why we do that.
yeah,
Yep.
like Christian Motorsports was a great. I mean, number one, it was a cause.
Right.
You got kids involved in a fun,
Safe-ish.
safe. No, but it was pretty safe.
Until we started street racing.
I mean, I wasn't in Christian Motorsports. I was underage drinking.
Right.
Sorry, Randy's mom. I know you're probably watching this. And look, Randy's mom is one of the best people you'll ever meet, and she is beating cancer right now. Love you, girl.
Awesome.
Yeah. No. The parents were very.
She has a bone. They're doing a bone biopsy tomorrow. But they think that if everything comes out good, that she'll be in remission.
That's a good person, though.
That's awesome.
That's good. Like she's one of them. Like when we were back in the day in the car days, his parents and he's fancy, top producer right now, real estate guy. Get it. But his parents were there. Every activity he wanted to do, everything he wanted to do, they were
would
there.
Even come to the car show.
Yeah, they're sitting in their chairs.
Sitting in their chairs at the car show.
Your dad's looking over, going, "Oh, yeah." Has he got a car lately?
He's got an '85 Chevrolet short bed, square body truck.
What color is it?
Purple and gray.
That I thought it was Ronnie's. That's your dad's truck.
That's my dad's truck.
Shout out! I'm a good Jason Polite.
Yeah.
I actually have his .com shop dead end. But Jason, growing up with Jessica and all, like his daughter Jessica went to school with me.
Okay.
So we're neighbors.
Okay.
So he used to scare me in Halloween as like Michael Myers stuff, and then like Brandon Bailey, you know Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey's building he's got a C10.
He's got one.
LSA.
Yeah. He bought one from Dan that did the LS swap, the little blue one that he had, and then he turned around and he sold it, and then he bought the one that he's building now.
LSA in it.
LSA, yeah.
He deserves it.
He works.
Yeah, he had a 1986, a little red S10 4-speed.
Yep.
We're real like this episode, guys, is about car guys. Like I'm telling you from anything. Like everybody has their hobbies. You hunt, you fish, you boat, and you're big into boating now. But like back in the day, like cars.
That's all we did. It was easy for us to do as people that didn't have a lot of money. We were able to build Honda Civics and whatever, and we would just build up and doing motor swaps and whatnot. I mean, it was something we could do with our friends and just hang out and then be proud of what we built and show it off.
And you
or tear it up.
So what was your
probably both most of the time.
What was your first car that you got like in the sport?
So I had a. Do we have to talk about that?
Yeah, I want to know.
It was an '89 Honda Accord 4-door.
What?
Yes, and it was I spent more money on that I could, if I could have back, I could buy a really nice boat. It was lowered, had exhaust, wheels. I went through like 3 different sets of wheels on it. I 2 different paint jobs. The first paint job didn't get prepped right, so I got another paint job on it. So it was blue, yellow, and teal green when I got done with it, and finally sold it.
Really?
Yes. A lot of fun in that car. Cannot believe I took it to the places I took it to. I mean, I went to Nopi in Atlanta. I went to
And it's like would it have like a 2.0? What kind of motor?
No, no, 1.6 non-VTEC, way back, like
a
old
D16,
school.
like straight up,
Like
single over cam.
single overhead cam. Actually, I think it was a 1.5, not a 1.6. It was like
the DC kind of like, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yep.
I don't know if did I remember that car, because I don't know if we first met when you had that car.
I think so, because I used to go to Steinmart with Big Jimmy and them.
It was riced
Shout
out,
out.
though. It was Jimmy.
Yes.
My Ruckus is way better than yours, Jimmy. Jimmy, don't even want to hear your story. I don't care, Jimmy. My Ruckus is way cooler. But no, Jimmy Bland, like he does Honda Ruckuses. He used to have a yellow Honda Accord with white wheels.
See, and we used to run around together because mine had yellow on it. His was yellow, but his was much cooler. It was
What
much
color
better.
was yours again?
Mine was blue and
Oh
yellow.
God, I remember
and-
that car. I remember that
and
car.
green.
Yeah.
It had some teal on it. Yeah.
You need to get it back.
It was crushed. Thank
Oh.
goodness.
Embarrassed you pull it?
No, the one on Canal Road over by the track.
Was it
Over by the racetrack.
yeah.
Yep. I used to see it over there. It's set in the corner. I couldn't get rid of that thing. I sold it to a friend of mine who sold it to another friend of mine who ended up selling it to some guy in Ocean Springs. And as soon as he got it, he wrecked it, and it went to that car lot or that scrap yard, and it's set on the corner. And every time we went to the drag strip, I'm like, oh, that's not me. I was trying to hide from it.
Really?
Yeah. So, but we all start somewhere.
I had a 1988 baby blue little HF, my first car, and it had a horrible hood. And you know, I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so my parents did the best they could. But like, I had quite a few Hondas,
Right.
so I didn't have like my favorite was my purple Honda.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it had my little rotors on, a little Nugent R&Rs on it,
Yep.
but it was still that scene. Like,
Yep.
you know, and it's like when you knew when Friday night popped off, it was like, Friday night, where are you going to be at?
Yeah.
Where are you going to be?
Rice Pavilion.
I wish we'd bring that back, Treasure Bay. If you brought back the Rice Pavilion, no, not just Rice Pavilion. I'm sorry about that. That's Jones Park. Jones Park, you can bring it back if you want to.
Yeah.
But Treasure Bay,
Treasure Bay.
bring back the parking lot.
Man,
You know what I mean? Like, imagine how many people would actually get out. I would. I'd go buy a whole nother car just to hang out.
I will be honest though. I'm not as young as I once was, and unfortunately not as tolerant for ignorance. And I say that as nice as I can.
That's kind of cool.
And I try to be as nice as I can, but they're if we were as ignorant as some of these people are when we were growing up, then I apologize.
In advance.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
I'll go back to all the older friends that we hung out with and say,
but
I'm
a lot of the times though too, when we did Treasure Bay, and hey, Blux PD, you want to know something? Most of people were actually sober, hanging out, looking at cars.
absolutely.
They wouldn't even focus on going out to the clubs. Like, now you're gonna, like, I Uber everywhere because I'm drinking half the time. But like back then, like we were more fascinated with what kind of motor swap did Randy, what did Randy do to his car this week?
Right.
Like, and that was
Totally different.
But you took that away because we're just hanging out. Like, you literally stopped us from having a car meet. And then that comes back to Scraping the Coast.
Yeah.
Which, Greg, Miles, and that's the only ones and you.
Greg, Miles, Ronnie Toller, Eric Kendrick, and then John Landry was with them when they first started.
Yeah.
And he's no longer with them.
But
as a
like,
partner, but they still are all 4 partners and still got it going strong. 20 years later.
Love Greg, but you're also in my book, one of the founders of it too, because
I started judging the first year.
Yeah. You and Cameron, like Cameron, why do we build scooters and then you started dating my sister?
Mike wussed out on us.
Mike, you married my sister, bro. Like, come on, get a different hobby. You know what I mean? Like, that's serious though. Like Mike, we built the Ruckuses,
right?
And then
I had one.
I know you did.
Yeah.
In your neck, you couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Kind of sad about that.
Me too.
But you know what I'm sad about is Mike and at the same time, Mike and my sister, like both going through divorces. What are they in their early 40s? I mean, now they are, but they were both at the same time. Like when we were building the Ruckuses, they were both going through divorces, and they met at my house at Thanksgiving, and we just finished the build.
So it's your fault.
It's my fault. But hey, Beth, I love you. But like, they have a beautiful daughter. I mean, they're doing good things. But like, the Ruckus scene, like that was, it was through. I met Cameron the same way I met Randy. Like it was through car scene.
Yep.
He had this. You remember his Camry?
Yep, I do. And what was the other guy's name that had the Camry? I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he used to hang out with us. Worked at Walmart. In the produce.
I remember
he was the manager of the produce.
What's department. The guy? I don't remember him. The guy from Domino's is what I remember. The Honda Accord guy.
I don't know him. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. That was.
I'm 34. That was 20 years ago.
I was fixing to say I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there. Yeah, that's 20 years ago.
But I mean, you said it, the part of like, so we're back now. Like we're talking about like our years of hanging out through cars, but like my boy right here has grinded so many different jobs, became a real estate agent, and really has set a platform. And that's something that like, and it's through your personality, it's through how you are as a person, a father, a husband, a friend. It's always been one of the things where you're like, damn, like your boys, like I went to his house, like
I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, but we went. I was at Marina Cantina with Jason Rossetti.
Yeah,
Dr. Jason Rossetti, and I walked past Randy. And
he didn't even speak.
I didn't talk to him. But I was so fucking like I was one-minded, didn't even know he was there. And then he's like, "You didn't even say hey to me." So I stopped and said, "You know what? I'm just gonna kick it all day at Marina Cantina."
And we did.
And then I got on your golf cart, seen your house. Like your house is insane.
It's not that,
dude. It's insane. Like
it's comfortable.
It's gorgeous. it's whatever y'all dreamed to build. Like it's, and Marcel,
I can't take all the credit for that.
Your wife,
Marcella did.
Yeah, because
really
I mean, they used to have this house on O'Neill, and it was a beautiful home. It was not a bad home.
It was not
a beautiful home.
It was not.
You were one of the first ones to buy a house out of us. Like in the car scene, like you were one of the first ones to actually purchase.
Yeah, because everybody used to come over and hang out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I was like, you're like, yeah, come to my Gulfport. I'm like, O'Neill Road, bro. That's not Gulfport. That's like John Carter Socher style right there. You know, John lives he's like, I live in Gulfport. You know? No, you don't, John.
No.
You live in Hasburg.
Yeah. Keep faking it.
But no, your house is absolutely like, it's weird. It's a cool, like, it's a getaway.
Yeah, it's I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, like I was on your back porch. I'm like, dude, you got a bar with a built-in grill.
Yeah. A little outdoor kitchen area.
That's impressive, but that's the things that matter. Like when you look, take all the BS aside. Like if you're gonna you could tell by your rewards of what your success is. Like the way you want to come home and your house is this way, or it's not like you're not trying to flash anybody, but like it just makes you like, hey man, I walk on the back porch and
one of the things that we wanted to do when we were talking about building is, when I remember growing up. And I'm a twin. Most of you probably know that if you know me. But so when we were growing up, my parents always strived to be the house that all the kids wanted to come to. So like going youth group or to school or whatever, anytime anybody wanted to play basketball or something like that, everybody came to my house. So growing up with that, I always want to be able to let my daughter do the same thing. If she wants all of her friends to come to her house, I want her to have a place to hang out or to, go to and invite people over. So that's kind of what we were thinking with the back porch. Of course, now, granted, we enjoy it too. But that was kind of one of the reasons why we built like we did, was to be able to entertain and be able to, hang out and have somewhere for her to come and bring her friends.
That's sick, though. It's a beautiful home.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I'm going to steal that because we're going to do the front of our house the same way your house is.
Hey.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I mean, it's. I was like blown away. Like, man, you're like, hey, dude, come. Like, I was thinking. I mean, not saying I wouldn't like.
No, I understand.
It's one of the things where you're like the success, because like coming from you wouldn't you're self-made.
Yes.
Great parents, but yours.
I've had a lot of. I'm not. Say that.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of help along the way.
No, you have
a lot of.
No, but I'm saying like you
yes.
have. I mean, you got a brand new F-250 kind. Like
I don't.
Your wife does.
Yes.
It's her car.
It is her truck.
But I'm saying like you. I mean, you were never. It's impressive. Like you gotta. It's like you said, like with us, like, hey, now watching me grow.
Right.
It's cool. You've been knowing me forever. Like it's like if I do events and you hit me, if I see you out, if we're there, it's I always circle back because I started with you.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, hey, that's Randy.
Yeah.
I mean,
and no matter how long you grow your beard and how you dress like Santa, I'm still going to acknowledge that I know who you are.
Well, I had a tough, and I talk about this. I had a tough day. I had some work issues with the match store, with delivery inventories and things of that nature. And I ordered a couple mattresses offline that wasn't a part of it. So I've been dealing with their shit. And not a negative. It was my fault, but I did 3 mattresses.
Right.
But like our delivery went from like a week to a month to 2 months.
Right.
Like, how do you survive?
Yeah.
And coronavirus, I mean, they shut me down for a month. You know how much money I've lost since last year?
Yeah.
And it's only money, and I'll tell you this right now because I can get it back. If I put my mind in it, I can get back anything. But I got a violated or got some kind of stuff in it, and that's fine. The match store is still going to be there. It's going to be fine. But I made mistakes.
Right.
But I'm starving through the coronavirus. But not only that, our dog of like my 13-year-old husky that is Bo. He's one of the best, but he's got like a tumorous cancer that we got to remove Tuesday. So today has been like the worst.
Stack on top of stack on top of stack.
Dude, I'm like. But the best thing that I have is like Emily goes to me and she's like, "Chill, babe."
That's it.
Like, but you can't stop.
Family first.
But you also can't stop like the will. Like it's no matter what. Like I'd be on this podcast crying right now, like or forgiving. Like, guys, I made a mistake. I own some franchises and stuff, and I got some like. But I'm not gonna apologize on that level.
Right.
Like my family's got to eat.
Right.
Like we live in a situation where it's like people are like, what does it feel like to own a business? It sucks. What does it feel like to be a real estate agent? I'm going to speak for you. It sucks. It has its moments, but you have to deal with so much.
It's definitely ups and downs.
Yeah.
And you just have to ride the wave.
But I just don't want you to not like I didn't mean to speak for you on that, but like it's true.
Yeah.
But
this
it's
year,
hard work.
Honestly, even though COVID has had COVID sucks, but this year in real estate alone here on the coast, it's been really good. Real estate market's been really good this year. But I mean, for the most part, anything else, I mean, it's really, I mean, it's put a halt to a lot of things. So, I mean, a lot of different people are feeling it, and it sucks. I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, my mom, you talked about her.
Yeah.
She's got cancer. She's been on chemo. You can't just go and at a whim. Lila can't go see it. My little girl Lila can't go see her and stay the weekend with her because of the fact that
you
got COVID.
Yeah.
You got it's a
and,
what
and
if.
Coming from a family like that where it's like always it's devastating to like your mom right now.
Right.
But she's beating it.
She's doing great. And she's really the glue that holds our whole family. I mean, all of us together because she's just such a wonderful woman. I mean, and an example. Oh. She's awesome. But I mean, it sucks because we can't just go see her and say, hey, Mom, love you.
I love you. You're right down the road.
We can do it. Yeah, I can throw a rock and hit her house just about, but I can't go over there and just give her a hug when I want to or whatever. And
what I meant by that, I wasn't saying like,
but I know,
being successful in like real estate, it's good money and stuff. But I'm saying like, it comes at a cost. Like
absolutely.
I did real estate. I went to the real estate school for like and I might go back. Century 21, like his Power Mark right here. I love all the boys at Power Mark. They're a great family. Century 21,
they're all right.
They are.
They're great.
Jason, you're the best.
Dad.
Yeah,
they're great.
But like but they're always supportive. Like Power Mark's always been a part of the Pink Dress Run. But Jay got me with Century 21. Like, but way before, it was like, dude, you got to do real estate with us. Right. And I did the school.
Them Carters are all right too.
I know they're the best, but I did the school and I just decided like at the time I was doing the blowfly,
right?
And I decided it wasn't for me,
right?
And that was me taking a whole week of school and realizing that I'm not in it,
right?
But now you live in this industry where there's like 3 real estate agents per house,
right?
Like I'm the person that said like I know I could sell a few houses,
right,
but my heart wasn't in it.
Right.
So I actually went the whole week.
Yeah, we've got I think it was over 1,600 this year.
I went the whole week and then made a decision that I'm not going to do it. And I had to tell Jake like my heart's not in it and I don't want to like disappoint you.
Right.
Because you rely on me. I didn't want to be that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like. Because I see, like, before we even started this, like, he's been on the phone with his clients the whole time. And that's real, though.
Yeah, you don't, there's no time off. There's there's no time off when you're doing anything that your heart's in and that you're building from nothing. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the gist of it. And a lot of people will ask for advice, what I've done different or, what I've been able to give them advice or anything like that in real estate. And, I think it's more so, along the life, not necessarily just in a certain industry like real estate or car sales or this or that. It's just, it's whatever you're going to do. For one, I read a quote today. Of course, we've all heard it, but, pick something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. So, somebody wrote that on, and I read it, and it just kind of struck because I love what I do, but it's also it's something you have to balance, and you have to have that family time. You have to have, so it's I think it goes back to, doing whatever you love and do it well and put 100% in it, but at the same time you have to balance. So you have to balance the family. You have to balance, as we talked about earlier, the toys. You have to balance all that kind of stuff to make sure that it's successful, because money is not successful. I mean, money doesn't make you happy. Money doesn't make.
I thought it did though. And when I really did. When I was like, ooh, I made that check, and I'm like 2 weeks later.
Right.
Like
you gotta get another one.
There's a reason why I have a daily drive, like a 06 Scion XB that's paid for, and a Ford Lightning. Because like when I started doing like car commercials and shit, like I was like, I don't need a new car. Like do I need this purchase?
Right.
Do I need it? And it's funny it says like, but like it really doesn't. It really, like, you can, if you get $1 million truck tomorrow, it's gonna make you happy and you're gonna buy some shit. Like you're gonna have a good time doing it too. Like,
right.
But it's not gonna satisfy. You're gonna want more.
Yep. You got to get another one.
And
so it's better to, in my opinion. It's not the sale, but it's the relationship.
And imagine like though when you first started real estate, like people knew you were like getting into it, and you work so, dude, you're like a door knocker of the real estate world. But to see where you're at now, people are like, oh, it's so crazy when I see like $1 million producer, 10 whatever million, millions is like, but it's cool to see like even you like we can still hang out after that.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's same with me. Like it's like, our podcast is growing. And it's kind of scary. It's because we're impacting lives.
Right.
One. And me and Matt always said, if we can impact one person,
right,
then we'll keep going.
There you go.
Like, because that's like you're feeling it tonight. Like,
yeah, it's chill. It's nice. I like
this. It's real, but we're not thinking about the dollar signs. No. We're not thinking about. But I get the same feeling of, walking in your house that you built yourself, like you and your wife, y'all. I've been in your house before, like, and it was a beautiful home. I'm not saying you're
right.
We're not saying he lived in a shack at all, because their house is not. It wasn't bad.
Right. No.
It was a beautiful home.
We bought it. It was brand new. We were blessed then, and we've been more blessed now. But I mean, it's just it's.
I feel like God's looking out for you.
I definitely feel like that.
You're out. Yeah. I mean, so in real estate though, like, what's the secret?
Man, grind. I mean, I say that, but I'm not. It's the number one complaint in real estate, and if you've ever had a real estate transaction as far as a buyer or a seller, you probably know this, but it's not being able to get the agent on the phone. So one thing that I told me and Marcella, my wife, talked deeply about this when I first started the conversation, not even having my license, but talked about trying to get into real estate, was that was one thing that I had to focus on, was making sure that I answered the phone, and I never want a client to think that I'm handling anyone else. Like, I always want them to feel like they're the only client I have. And that's what I strive on. So that's kind of how I make sure I answer the phone. If I can't answer the phone, I'll call you back. But I make sure to keep that communication up, and then the other thing is just to make sure that you feel like you're the only client I got. If you feel like you're just a number in line, then there's no reason to come back.
Dang. So you get a lot of return customers.
Yes. I would say probably.
Or family.
So they call it SOI, so sphere of influence.
Really?
Yes. That's what in the real estate realm, that's what they call it. And so you have your leads that you buy, or you have your SOI. And I think this year, I'm getting my numbers together. So like that, I don't have them yet. But I think this year we've got, I have done like 67 transactions, and I think I've paid for 3, maybe 4 leads. So everybody else is a referral from somebody I know, or it's somebody I know, and or repeat clients or something like that. So it's a lot of SOI. So that's what you want as a realtor. You want to work your SOI, if that makes sense.
It kind of does. I
I didn't get too far off, did I?
No, but I mean, it's about so what time do you
building relationships?
So what time do you wake up in the morning? Let's go there.
So Marcella does get up before I do.
Okay, what time?
She gets up about 6:15, 6:30.
And what do you get up at?
And normally when she gets out of the bed, I wake up. I mean, I get out of the bed by then.
I do the same thing.
But I wake up.
Emma gets up at like 5 in the morning or 4:30, and I'm like, babe, like we have adjustable beds.
Well, see,
and it's like I still wake up.
I worked at Coca-Cola for 13, 14 years, something like that. So I was at work every morning at 5:30. So I would have to get up 4:45, 5 o'clock to be able to get to work on time. So, I had a neck surgery and got put out of work for a little while and got used to relaxing a little bit. Not in a good way, but just, in the mornings. And so that was part of my kind of coming off of that every day, having to be at work at 6 o'clock or 5:30 or whatever. And so now I normally get up, and I'm normally one of the first 2, maybe 3 people at the office every day. But I try to go, unless I have appointments, I try to go to the office every day. And that's one big thing with me. That's how I learn, first of all. I listen to other people's conversations. I listen to, we have training, whatever. But, I do office work just about every day. I'm in the office at some point. And I think that has a lot to do. I don't work well if I don't have to do something. So if I tried to stay home and work from my office,
it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
And your office, the house, is pretty nice.
I'd just be over here.
Huh? Yeah. We're kind of neighbors.
Hey,
disclose location though for sure.
Right.
Hey, sorry guys.
Right, sorry.
But we are neighbors. I mean, we're right across the pond is what I would want to call it.
There you go.
There we go. But yeah, man. I mean, same with me. Like I said, like the last 6 months of with the coronavirus, like I've been working more at home. Used to get out every day.
You don't normally have a choice with that, though.
Huh?
You don't really have a choice with that.
I think, yeah. I mean, you really don't. But I just was at the point where I was like, they shut me. I mean, I got shut down.
I know.
Like, you know how weird that is? Like when the city calls you and you're just like, you know what? All right, cool. And you're like, hey, Emily, we're
stuck.
Yeah, our business is shut down for a month. What do we do? What are we going to do? You know, how do you, especially, you know, and it's full circle. I always tell people too now is like, you know this about me, is I vote.
Right.
I'm big into politics.
Yeah.
I don't have to wear the hat. I'll walk.
Right.
I mean, I'll knock the door and I'll be supportive. But like, this has been a crazy 2020,
right.
And it's cool to see like the lowest interest rates. People have houses and stuff, but like, it's been crazy on the sell side though too, with like, you know, selling mattresses, and it's like, dude, like, it was the weirdest thing. I never thought in my life somebody like a city would call me and be like, hey, I gotta shut you down.
Right.
And I'm like, come on, what?
What for?
We're matches
what
by
did I do wrong?
We're by an appointment, bro. Like, come on. But
can we take a temperature?
Huh?
Can we take a temperature?
Yeah, dude, when I sold my rental house, it was cool because like the guy, I forgot the guy, and I would right there in Ocean Springs about Planet Fitness, closing attorney over there.
Pilder? No.
No.
Pilger title? David Pilder? No.
No. No.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He
Of course, I don't know where Planet Fitness is either.
World's Gym in downtown Ocean Springs, like on 90.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know where Ocean Springs and 90 is.
I'm sorry, buddy. I forgot that whatever closing attorney that was there, but like it was like his first transaction to like close with like me in person with another like.
Right. Yeah. They've done a lot of curbside.
And me and the guy that was buying the house, like neither one of us, like we wore a mask in there, but we took it off. And we're like, bro, like you good. And the guy was like, you know, being, you know, courteous and stuff, but like we got the survival rates. I mean, it's there.
Right.
Like we got to keep living.
Right.
Like we can't stop. We got to keep.
You got to be responsible, respectful, but you have to keep living. So we have to continue.
We can't stop the world.
Nope.
If we stop the world, what's going to happen?
They're trying.
Huh?
They trying.
I feel that way right now. I'm telling you, like with all that stuff I was telling you, like devout, like yeah. I got like, it's been a crazy year, and I'm like, man, you know, I think, and you know what I'm more worried about than any of this, like even having a conversation with you, like, you know what I'm concerned about? It's not me and you, because me and you're gonna survive. We know to survive.
I understand completely.
The people under us, the kids under us,
the kids. I worry. Like we talked about my mom.
Yeah.
I worry about
the elders.
The older people that I'm around, whether it be clients, whether it be whatever. So I mean, you know, I carry sanitizer in the car. I do everything I can do to stay healthy. But you know, I mean, it's a chance. You know, everybody's taking a chance when they leave their house. More people die in car wrecks every day.
And I always joke, like, and I know it's a messed up joke, but I have cerebral palsy, so I cannot feel my right foot. It is numb. It's like a wooden peg. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, like I'm trying to like survive. You know, right. But I get it. I'm so worried about our kids.
Right.
I'm worried about that.
Yep.
And I'm worried about like media and politics, and not really worried anymore. But I'm like, this is getting real. Where remember when we're like, hey, well, this is a dream.
Right.
Like, I'm going to throw mud at you. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't do that anymore. Nope. It's so soft now. Right. This whole society of life is soft.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, and the reality is tough love's always the best.
Right.
I mean.
You learn.
I mean, have we not?
We did.
Well, I never knew, like, I just want Treasure Bay to bring back the car clubs. You know, like,
I was fixing to say when you got spanked by another Honda Civic on the road, you learned.
Yeah, man. Like I've been looking at CRXs right now.
I was too.
No, you think your hatchbacks.
No, yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted an EF hatchback.
How much did you sell yours for?
Man, that was a long time ago. I think it was around $7,000
for the
92,
like the silver pewter.
Yep.
It was a gray
Mustang color at that.
It was a gray pewter.
It was a Mustang color. It's a factory.
Had a B16 in it.
Yep.
Had the rotors on it.
Yep.
The spoons.
Yep.
That was a fast car though.
It really wasn't. Everybody thought it was. but it was fun.
What do you think you ran a quarter mile in that car?
It was low 16s, which is quick, but
only ran low 16s.
it wasn't that fast.
The truck's faster.
Yes, I can. My Marcella's truck's probably faster. I know my Lexus is faster.
It only ran 16s. Are you sure you didn't break?
No, that's it, man. It may have been in the 15s.
I think it was 14s at least.
No, it wasn't 14s.
Was not 14s.
No, because you remember Robert Young was running 14s in his little hatch, his little CRX.
The red one.
hatch, the little CRX.
How's he doing?
I'm still friends with him on Facebook. I talk to him every so often just by different conversations, but I mean, he seems to be doing really well. Nice little family.
Really?
Yes, doing really good. So, but yeah, that car, it was fun though because it was all Del Sol suspension. So it had sway bars front and rear. I mean, you could take a corner at 65, 70 mile an hour and not even know it. It was like it was on rails. So it was fun.
Still got it though?
Still got what?
He had the VR4 too, the Gallant. Remember that?
No, that was his dad.
His dad? I know, but
that was old man Mike.
So he still
That's
got.
what we used to call him. Sorry.
Do they? I wonder if they still got that.
He built
VR4 because Gallant, like Mitsubishi Gallant had their own VR4, not just 3000 GT,
right,
but they had a Gallant.
They did,
and it was a VR4.
Yep.
And nobody really knows about that, but we got the ride in it.
It was the
fast.
Eclipse motor.
It was fast.
It was the little Mitsubishi Eclipse motor.
I wonder if they still have that car.
I don't think so. I think he built an S2000, and then I think he built a Acura NSX, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he really go that far?
I think he did. I think he did. I knew he built the S2000, but I'm not sure. I think something tells me he built a NSX, but I can't remember. But I think Robert built a Evo, and it was pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah. Because remember, he went from the CRX to the Nissan. He went to the he did the 180 with the 240 with the Sylvia swap, the whole front end, everything.
Oh, I remember that.
Yep, that was a fine car.
Does he still live around here?
I don't think so. No, because they got snow somewhere. Last time I saw a picture of him, he was in the snow.
That's another one. Bring back Treasure Bay.
Yeah,
I mean. Treasure Bay, like you would honestly, like you got rid of your the
thing
pirate
I liked
ship,
about
but
it, the thing I liked about it was you had any kind of car. Like you had muscle cars, you had Miles Holcomb with hydraulics. He would bring the cars.
Yeah,
down
what's
there.
his new company name now? I know it's
Full Blown Fabrication.
Yeah, it was Miles Custom Hydraulics.
Yeah.
Now Miles changed his name. Miles, why'd you change your name?
Because I can tell you why. Because me and him had a long conversation about it. Because of the fact that too many people thought he worked on dump trucks and tractors and the hydraulics of that. So people would call him for that.
So it's Blown Customs.
So it's Full Blown Custom.
Full Blown Customs.
Because they do any kind of fabrication.
That's a good dude.
Full blown fabrication.
He's a good
custom.
dude, though.
He is. He's all right.
You know he's gonna watch this.
I hope so.
No, he's gonna watch it. Miles,
it's his fault. It's his fault that I've got a big stupid boat now. So I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but you have like a fishing boat now.
I do.
You used to have like these speedboats. You and like
he got us into that.
What is Miles' boat now? His speedboat.
He doesn't have one. He's got a pontoon.
Oh my god.
We've got a real good friend of ours.
He wears Crocs too, probably now.
No,
he's got a pontoon. He's got Crocs on.
No,
Miles, you're probably wearing
so.
Crocs.
I don't think so. We've got a friend of ours that's got a 40. He's gonna kill me because I don't know. I think it's a 42-foot MTI, which is a it's got 1075. I think it's 1075 twin supercharged big blocks in it. So 1,075 horsepower per side. And Miles and him run it together sometimes. So I think that's where Miles gets his speed and his thrill ride, and then he goes and gets on the pontoon and does what he wants to do. And he can beat the heck out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
So I seen your boat. I mean, it's that's a fountain, right?
Yeah, it's a 31 fountain. It's an old one. It's a 94.
It's a beautiful boat, though.
It's a 1994.
I know, but I
like the old stuff.
Me too. I'm telling you, I'm one of them kids where you just like
mainly because it's cheap.
You've been to my house, like I got gold doorknobs, and I don't want to change them, man. Right. I ain't trying to change for nobody. Like I like it. Like I I like the I mean, like what color is my carpet?
It's red.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. I like it, man. Like it.
We had funny story, way off topic.
Yeah.
We had orange carpet in my old church where me and Marcella got married at, and so all of our wedding photos are black and white.
Because the orange
Because
carpet.
it had an orange carpet.
Hey, that's a little hint right there, though, right?
Right?
Yeah, I like it, man. It's come back to is the well, I mean, we have the little Cadillac CTS we have, but that's her car, not mine. But let's go back to still have the same BB little Scion. Like my two cars, 2004, 2006.
Right.
I'm not doing. I'm gonna daily drive till
Dive off into it, Joe.
Huh? No, I like my old cars. I like them.
I don't blame you.
I like my ruck. Like I'll tell you what,
I will build another one.
You can have the coolest vehicles, but I'll roll up on my Ruckuses. I have two of them. If I roll up on my Ruckuses, I'm gonna snap some necks.
Yeah. Yep.
But not only that, I enjoy the two-wheel therapy.
Right.
I enjoy having
blame you there
because it keeps me a Honda guy.
I miss it.
Yeah, people know though. Like they're like, Anthony, thank you for one of them that everybody loves. You paid so much for it to build. It's mine now. I hope Cars and Coffee has been great to you because I drive it and I haven't stopped driving it. I won't change it. I took I took a lot of stuff off, but like one of the bikes is a buddy of ours. He really got big into Cars and Coffee, and I bought his bike, and I still have Aquafresh too.
I don't know.
Are you gonna get a Ruckus?
I can't, man. I can't do anything where I have to wear a helmet.
But but you have the money to build one just to look at it.
That's not gonna happen. I can't put that in the garage and not ride it.
Yeah, but I mean, you could.
Nah.
Come on.
I'm probably gonna build another old car at some time.
Don't do it. Like you could. No, you sold your Buick. That was
I know.
absolutely gorgeous, and he sold it, and he shouldn't have sold it because it's really kicking him right now.
Yeah, I've actually looked for it, but I can't find it.
Yeah, because it's probably in a museum.
No. It went across. I sold it to a guy in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it went across the Mecum auction, and he could have made money on it, but he didn't sell it.
I wonder if Ivan bought it.
He did not. Although, funny story.
Ivan and John Landry. Go ahead.
Funny story. They did see it go across the block in Scottsdale at Barrett Jackson, because Ivan's good friends with Charlie Gant, which is my wife's. He's the owner of the company she works for. So they all go to Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale, and Charlie took a picture of it and sent it to me. So they did see it. But anyway, the guy took it across the block at Mecum and then ended up not taking it because it had a reserve on it, and he could have made money. And then he ended up sending it down to Barrett Jackson, and there's no reserve.
Do you miss that car?
I do. I probably won't do another one to that extent because that was a lot of work.
So you did all the work.
Shout out to James Steed, because it was one of the first.
James Steed don't even know how to paint.
I know, golly. Him and Jeff Simpson, they were the two that did most of the body work on it. Now I did sand some stuff, and I did weld a stripe that they probably sanded off, but I did touch everything on that car. So it was fun. It was fun.
So you want to go back to the old cars again?
Absolutely, they don't lose value.
Well, let me tell you something right now.
Either that or an exotic. Maybe I'll give Ivan a call.
Huh?
I said maybe I'll give Ivan.
What are you trying? In exotic, what would you want as a car?
Oh, I would want a 19. I think it was 89 Porsche 911 turbo. Or
you want to do an RWB? RWB.
Yes.
That's what you want to do. Like, I mean, it's Japanese style, but you would want like if you got your hands on a 911.
Oh no.
Like you would do wide body RWB, right?
Well, wide body, yes, but I wouldn't change a whole lot on it. That was my dream. I told my mom when I was growing up, I took a poster, kind of what y'all gave to Ivan.
Yeah.
The poster deal. It had a 1989 Porsche 911, and I cut it out, pinned it on my wall in my room, which I got in trouble for because I wasn't supposed to pin anything on the wall. And then and I told my mom that I was going to buy one when I got older and drive to Hawaii. So one of those two things may be able to happen. I'm not going to drive to Hawaii.
So you want a 1989?
I think that's the year it was. 1989, I think, was the year.
Would you want an LS swap in it, or would you want
no.
air cooled?
Oh no, air cooled. But it's got to be the turbo 911.
That's a lot of money right now.
I know they're stupid expensive.
You could have bought one 5 years ago for.
Oddly enough, I did. I help ET Motor Gear, Rod and Jinx when they come down and sell T-shirts for Cruising the Coast. So I've been doing that for the last 4 or 5 years, and every year we now are at the Coliseum for the swap meet, which also has the auction. So I've been able to go and look at some of the cars in the auction, and one car that I really like that I can't afford, but is the similar to the one that Ivan likes. It's I think it was a 01, I think, Ferrari. I don't even know the model number, but I saw it was like a baby blue with peanut butter interior and a blue top. Man, it's fine. Not going to happen.
Well, you don't know that, dude. You keep climbing in real estate. Like, you're eventually going to buy stuff.
They've actually come down and they're not asking as much for them anymore. I think you can pick one up for about 60 or 70.
I don't know if I'd go Ferrari.
Man, you know,
I just don't, because there's not many people where we live.
I just like the look of it.
I know they're gorgeous, but I'm
Mike
saying
Jordan. I think I knew where you were going
Daphne,
with that.
Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike Jordan, you can't do nothing.
Oh,
and
buddy.
Your Porsche.
You talking about a Porsche?
Your Porsche is
Ooh.
horrible. Your Supra's way better. Hey, your Supra's way better. You drive the Supra way better than you drive your Porsche. Get over it. Yeah, Daphne, Alabama, Jordan Automotive,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Hey, Mike Jordan, quit playing games with us. You stick to Supras of Brian Hamilton. That's what you need to do with your life.
That's back in the day.
I used to live in Daphne.
Oh, yeah?
And I go visit Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had the shop over there. Now it's his shop.
Now it's his. Him and his brother, I think.
Mike is very talented.
Very. And he is what they call a technician. Don't make the mistake of calling him a mechanic. When you work on Porsches and Ferraris and Mercedes and all that kind of that's called a technician.
It's like the same way when I go to like White Pillars and the bartenders, you can't call them mixologists.
Right.
They're classic bartenders. You will destroy yourself if you ever walk into White Pillars. Don't you dare call them mixologists. I learned my lesson. So he really is a technician.
He is a technician.
How many certifications I wonder he's got? Oh,
there's
God.
no telling. I know that if I'm not mistaken, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I think Mercedes ended up either he went to or they flew him to Vegas for their technician schooling and convention so that he could get certified on all the new Mercedes stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I think I remember that.
Really?
Yeah, he's talented. And he started out, I think, playing with Hondas and motorcycles.
Well, yeah, I mean, and he did because he.
Have you ever read his tag on his Porsche?
No, because I hadn't seen him in years. The last time I seen him, he was in a suit. Like I seen him, like he didn't even have a Porsche when last time. Like I moved away from Daphne, so he got in the Porsche game.
You know what? He's got a good story about that though. The reason he got that Porsche, he said that was his dream car, and he worked on one and drove it, and said, "I'm going to sell everything I own to get that." And he worked hard, and saved his money, and sold everything that he owned car wise.
What year is his car?
I'm not sure on that. I think it's an 11 or 12.
I mean, it's not like a
It's a GT3.
Definitely is not a luxury car.
Oh no,
it's a race
no,
car.
Yeah,
He races this thing.
yes.
It's not like he
will change the tires and wheels out.
Yeah, he runs tracks. Like he started doing the autocross when we first, like the autocross started with Scraping the Coast. Like I will tell you right now, when Scraping the Coast started, just like the Ruckus thing, like y'all brought in when I built the first, like the Ruckus, like I got into doing the custom Ruckus. You and Greg gave me a spot to host Ruckus, and it was category. Y'all started a category for us, and actually I was going to say I'm getting back into that.
Yeah,
so I'm like, because I have to. You have to bring the energy.
Yep.
You know, but autocross was something that Scraping the Coast did bring.
Right.
And watching him, remember the little 3-wheel spokes he had on the cool dude, cool. Hey, and his name's
So
Michael
look,
Jordan. Come
yes,
on.
out of everything else. But his tag on his Porsche,
What does it say?
no wife.
Damn.
It's because that. So if you ever see a white GT3 driving around that says no wife, that's little Mike.
He's not married?
Nope. That's why he got a Porsche.
How many toys does he have? Like,
I think he just bought a bike. I think he just bought a motorcycle, and it's fine too.
I can't do motorcycles. I gotta do scooter.
I don't blame you.
I just
I
can't.
can't
I mean,
do
it's too heavy. It's too much for me. Like, I mean, my jigsters have.
Yeah.
You get me on a bike, I've been 180.
No.
I have.
No.
But I'm saying that's why you don't like.
Nah.
There's one level.
I've been 135, I think, in a boat.
As fast as you ever been?
In a boat.
I've been 186 on a motorcycle.
I can't remember what I did. I did. The Subaru was pretty quick.
I've been
Top
154 in the Lightning.
I'm good. I'm too old for that.
It's
now.
a pickup truck. Dude, it was sketchy.
Yeah,
no,
but-
it actually really was great.
But in Fast and Furious, they haul parts in it.
I don't care.
Just saying.
Yeah, it was my dream truck. I had nothing, and I always dreamed about having that Fast and Furious Lightning, and I just wanted it in black.
Right.
And I got one.
There you go.
I had a three. I mean, I've been 157 in my 350Z.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You put me in a. See, it's the different. You put me in a.
And this is all on a closed course.
Yes.
Closed course.
Yes.
So you've never been over 135?
I think I have. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we were close to 150 in the Subaru when it was topped out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We were.
It was a close course. Well, I was there.
Yeah.
It was a close course.
Yep.
150?
On the way to Nopi after Katrina.
That was like a bug.
Yeah. It was a. Yeah.
Is it SDI or just a regular?
No, it had everything but a turbo upgrade. That was the.
So it was like 2.0.
Yep. So it was the bug-eyed.
My buddy Brandon Davis fights in like UFC. Like my buddy, he has a 4.6 Mustang GT. It's like Rap Killer B, like his logo and stuff. You know, he daily drives. WRX.
Really?
Like a 2018. Like it's sick. Like it's. I mean, it's classy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But it's not the STI version.
Right.
But it's just turboed.
Right.
WRX.
Right.
Like it's got the.
Those are fun cars.
It's
All-wheel
gorgeous.
drive,
It's
those are
white with gold
cars.
wheels. It's gorgeous, and
Right.
it's like I didn't know until I was like, he was like, "You think this is not a turbo car?" I'm like, I didn't know. I was like, because I'm always like, if it doesn't say STI, it's not turboed. But come to find out that car he has is, I mean,
You know, until the year
it's
after.
got Brembo brakes and everything.
Oh,
on
yeah. Until the year after the WRX that I had, the bug-eyed,
it. Yeah.
they didn't bring STI to the States until the year after that. So in order to
Did you buy yours brand new?
Oh, no.
I wonder what you pay for it that you used back then.
Man, I got a heck of a deal on it. I got such a good deal on that car that the bank, when I went and got the loan for it, the bank said, what's wrong with this car? Because the guy needed money. So I got a good deal on it.
So,
I made money on that car, and that's hard to say in the car business when we play with them.
really? All right, guys. Well, we're this is part one with Randy Richardson.
Man, it's been fun.
It's been a blast.
It's been a good time.
And if you want to know how to do real estate, go ahead and hit your boy up, Randy Richardson. You want me to drop your number? No.
Yeah, sure. 228-547.
9999.
That's it, man.
Yeah, I've been knowing
Real
that.
hard to
I don't even have
remember.
his number saved in my phone. I just know his number. He's never changed that number.
Not going to.
But if you're in the market for real estate, you need to hit this guy up.
Yeah, let me know.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
See y'all later. Y'all have a good day.